Come with me. We're going to walk around the room and check it out. The first thing we got are the lovely bikes. As you can see here, a couple things, and the Strider. We'll include the Strider in this. Want to make sure that they're wiped down. That's key, that they're like free from dust buildup at the bottom, things like that. Got to make sure the gear on here has got to be all the way down. Once it's like this, that means the magnet is still engaged. You want to make sure, boom, that's all the way back. Just make sure you got that going. Now, when it comes to the Bosus, they're all pointing out, boom, 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 boom. They're all to the side, so they all point in the same direction. Reason for this is it just makes it look nice. If someone walks in here, they're going to see that and they're going to be like, dang, those Bosus look pretty good. So when you're looking at the medicine balls, you've got to make sure they are lightest at the top, going down to the medium ones, and then working down into the heavier ones at the bottom. 8, 10, 12, or some studios have like the really big ones, the big balls, but that they're all facing out so you can see the number and it's right side up. So if you like see one and it's upside down, it's crooked, it's back, you can't see the number, whatever it is, you just turn over, boom, there you go, it's fixed. It's good to go. I know we've all been in that situation. You walk in the morning and the boards aren't written. It just takes extra time. In the closing coach, it is so important that you look at the template for the next day. Not only prepare the weight floor, but boom, there you go. Got everything on the 3G board written up. You want to make sure the rower's not only wiped down, so it's free from dust. The top of the tank, the top of here, the back end. The sides are free from scuffs, the foot plate, all of that stuff. It's nice and wiped down. But you got to make sure when it's the midday, this is turned off on standby. You leave the little screen on. You change the black battery. So this guy in the back, if it's got 2 blue lights or less, you're going to take that and put it on the charger, swap it for a new one. If it's got 3 or more, you can leave it. It's going to be good till the end of the night. The closer will completely power this down, so not put this on standby, and completely power down the little monitor. Make sure you got those. Treadmills. Very important on the treadmill piece of this. This is that lip down here that we were talking about. This has got to be wiped down. It can cause a buildup of dust. You've got to make sure these side rails, they are all wiped down. The hood and this front part, all wiped down. The tablets, these guys, got to wipe them down with a microfiber rag, warm water, not a bunch of chemicals. Now come with me over to the weight floor. Thing I forgot to mention, if you are doing the midday, the treadmills get powered off during the midday if it's not a weekend. They have to power cycle. It helps with the updates of them, keeps the software fresh. Make sure you got all that taken care of. Now let's tour the weight floor real quick. These screens, so you can see behind me the VVAs, those have got to be turned off before you head out, and they've got to be set to the right template for either it's the next day or it's the next workout that's coming up. 3G, 2G, strength 50, whatever it may be. Benches. You want to make sure they are all lined up in the same direction. And these little kneel pads, the bench has got to be kneel pad length away from the rack of dumbbells. You want to make sure the dumbbells on all of the racks are paired properly. So all of the odd number stations, they have the 15s and the 25s at the bottom. The even number stations have 12s and 20s at the bottom. It's very important. It's a standard across all of Orange Theory. And you've got the kneel pads right behind the dumbbell racks. You've got the TRX, they've got to be even, and they're about mid-shin height up above the floor. Show you here, you can kind of see they're facing the same direction. Big racks of dumbbells, behold, you got the big ones. You got to make sure they are all paired. Everything you've kind of wiped down, you've made sure it's dust-free. The benches, if there's scuffs on them, you wipe them down. You see dust on the corner or something like that along the wall in any of the stations, you wipe it down. Now, when it comes to the coach's station, this thing, your challenge tracker, you are going to put that to sleep. Press the button, puts the screen to sleep. But make sure you adjust the thermostats relevant to your studio. And then you have your music turned off. You have the iPod or the iPad charging. You charge remotes in between. You can plug those into the wall. You get the batteries out of here. And wherever it is at your station, for us in South Jordan, boom, there they are. You charge the batteries so they are ready to go. There are the batteries for the rowers. One thing I did forget to mention, these big TVs, the OTB screens, those ones right up there, you've got to make sure you power those off. There is probably something I'm missing, but I try to be as thorough as possible. Look at this thing. Everything clean and ready to go. The seats on the rowers, you can look, you push them all the way to the back. And that's it. Happy cleaning and organizing. You guys are awesome. Love you.